So a lot of great action today and great goals to go with it too. And we start at Upton Park, the home of West Ham, for their match against in-form Everton. The West Ham team strengthened by the return of the former Arsenal striker John Radford to their attack. He's missed a couple of games with a back injury. It's good to see him back at a time when West Ham now reach the critical period of their fight against relegation, even though Radford has yet to score for his new club. His experience and strength in the air could be vital. As for Everton, manager Gordon Lee has dropped Duncan McKenzie and Andy King, and Bruce Rioch is injured. But one player given his first chance for 3 months or so is George Telfer at number 10, with Brian Hamilton at 7 and Terry Darracott now at number 6.
Jennings making a good run away from his marker, Mike Lyons. Devonshire. Oh, he didn't quite clear Latchford. And now a good run now for Goodlass. Oh, when he's seen... Oh, and he's a goal! What brilliant thinking there by Ronnie Goodlass. One out of the blue and showed that the fella was thinking all the time. It was Latchford who put him on. He stopped and looked up, saw Mervyn Day was a good 7 yards off his line, and from 40 yards lobbed it over his head. It's Pejic this time. Here's Devonshire again, having a lively opening quarter of an hour. Brooking. Played nicely there for Jennings. Radford's right in there. Jennings hopeful of getting in there. Devonshire's in there too. Jennings turning it in. Oh, across the face of that Everton goal, so close to being the equaliser. West Ham pouncing on everything that's loose, and here's Billy Bonds. Radford playing it in for Robson now. No, kicked away there by Pejic. West Ham showing a lot of spirit in spite of that early setback. Bonds right in there. And when the ball finally came through to Brian Robson, kicked off the line. Lock. Too high for Brooking. Bonds. Robson. Brooking. Another good cross by him. And a penalty given. Well, Radford bundled in the back there. The long cross that came over from Trevor Brooking. Radford bundled to the ground, and the referee, without hesitation, pointing to the penalty spot. So Robson, a man with a heavy responsibility, here he goes, and he's got it. 1-1. Robson. You can just see there again just how many yellow shirts are back in these situations. Look at them all there, in and around that Everton penalty area. Pushed away, Lampard's long shot by Lawson, by Lampard, pushed away there by Lawson. Almost a repeat in a funny sort of way of Goodlass's goal. And Lawson just getting there in the end. Hamilton, Pearson, got beyond Locke. And a goal for Everton, scored by Pearson. Well, another shattering blow for West Ham. They've been pushing forward, having so much of the game, and Everton have done them on the break again. Pearson getting in behind Kevin Locke, taking it to the right of the goal and beating Day with a really powerful low shot. Here's Locke. Brooking. Crossed in once more towards Radford again. McNaught is there. On to Lukowski! You saw the message yourself a bit earlier by John Lyle saying get forward. Robson turning it on now for Jennings. Crossed in again there for Robson! 2-2! Second goal, and what a welcome one for West Ham with 7 minutes left. Taylor playing his part, going up that left touchline, and when the ball came in for Brian Robson, a flick of the neck muscles, and it was past David Lawson for West Ham's second goal. Robson in quickly. Brooking versus Dobson, and Brooking winning it. Darracott shadowing him, so too is McNaught. Brooking's on his way. On supporting him. And West Ham get another corner. Well, as I say again, can they see something in the seconds that remain? Billy Bonds hitting it in low. Devonshire, oh, just over.
Yes, I thought that was a good performance by West Ham and worth at least the point they got. I was a little surprised to read Duncan McKenzie in this morning's News of the World saying I wouldn't put any of my money on West Ham or Spurs staying in the First Division. They haven't the character to battle out the trouble. I would have thought character was one thing that West Ham showed a lot of yesterday. They came back twice from being a goal behind and they showed enormous determination to break down that wall of yellow Everton shirts, 8, 9 and 10 back in defence sometimes even 11. And they got behind them well on one or two occasions. But just count the yellow shirts here as Billy Bonds tries to hit this high ball in. One fella facing him, count those yellow shirts. 2 there, that fella just by the penalty area. 3, 4, 5, 6, the goalkeeper 7, 8, 9, and as the picture comes away to the left, 1 with his hands on his knees, 10 Everton men back in defence, and that's what West Ham faced. They had 80% of the game, and it was a tremendous job breaking it down. They broke it down 7 minutes from the end. A good throw out by Mervyn Day to Tommy Taylor. He'd been pushed forward, as you know, by John Lyle, and he seeks Brian Robson with a nice little pass, pushed forward there. What a nice touch by Robson too. A lot of people may have expected an early ball to come in there from Billy Jennings, but he decided he was going to beat David Jones, chipped it in very accurately, and what about that for a well-guided header? All those Everton defenders beaten at last over the head of David Lawson, and that made it 2-2. We spotted a nice little thing, in fact, as they came back to celebrate, that Jim Pearson, who'd earlier scored for Everton, the Everton player on the far side there, just comes up to Brian Robson. Well done. And that was very nice to see. Your heart goes out to people when they do that sort of thing in the heat of that particular moment.